Anime review here, bringing you number 10 on the list, Masamune-kun's Revenge. As a child, Masamune Makabe had a crush on a girl named Aki Adagaki. But his feelings were not reciprocated as Aki rejected him and gave him the nickname Pig's Foot due to his overweight appearance. This rejection left him devastated, and he felt that he had to change his appearance to be accepted by others. He put in great effort to lose weight and began working out to improve his physique. Now, as a handsome yet narcissistic high school student, Masamune is determined to exact revenge on Aki by making her fall madly in love with him and ultimately reject her the next time they meet. To his surprise, he has transferred into the same school as Aki. Determined to make his plan a reality, he sets out to form a relationship with the brutal princess. Despite his best efforts, his initial attempts at getting close to her are met with rejection and failure. Aki's cold and distant demeanor makes it difficult for Masamune to get close to her, and he begins to doubt his ability to make her fall in love with him. But, just when Masamune thinks that all hope is lost, he receives a mysterious letter addressed to him by his old nickname, Pig's Foot. Coming in at number 9 we have Domestic Girlfriend. As a teenager, Natsuo Fuji is struggling with the heartache of unrequited love for his ever-cheerful teacher Hina. Despite this unreachable desire, Natsuo agrees to humor his friends and attends a mixer. There he meets Rui, a girl whose lack of excitement rivals his own. After bonding over their mutual awkwardness, Rui takes Natsuo to her house and asks him to have intimacy with her, hoping that the experience will stop her friends from treating her like a clueless child. Despite his hopeless feelings towards Hina still on his mind, Natsuo hesitantly agrees to the invitation. Afterwards they realize that it was unfulfilling, and the two decide to part ways as strangers. Before Natsuo can process this experience, his father drops a major bombshell. He is getting remarried, and his new wife Tsukiko Tachibana is coming over now to meet Natsuo. To Natsuo's surprise, her daughters are Hina and Rui Tachibana, the woman he's in love with and the girl he shared his first time with. Coming in at number 8 we have My First Girlfriend is a Gal. Following a prank pulled by his perverted friends, Junichi Hashiba, a high school student, is determined to change the fact that he is a hopeless virgin. In a desperate attempt to lose his virginity, Junichi approaches Yukana Yume, a girl he has had a crush on for a while, with a confession of love. Initially, Yukana is disgusted by Junichi's groveling and lack of self-confidence, but over time she begins to see a different side of him. Through a series of teasing remarks and light-hearted banter, the two begin to bond, and Yukana ultimately accepts Junichi's confession, much to his surprise. The story follows Junichi as he navigates the complexities of high school relationships, and learns to overcome his lack of self-confidence, while also suppressing his sexual urges. Along the way, Junichi finds himself thrust into a whole new school life full of lively girls and unpredictable mayhem. As he navigates this new world of love, Junichi must learn to balance his own desires with the needs of those around him, and come to terms with the darker side of relationships. Coming in at number 7 we have The Quintessential Quintuplets. Futaro Uesugi is a brilliant high school student, but his life is far from easy. He has no friends due to his aloof personality, and is struggling financially as his father is deeply in debt. One day, during lunch, he gets into a dispute with a new transfer student who sits in his seat, and the two of them develop an instant dislike for each other. That same day, he is presented with an opportunity to change his family's fortunes, when he is offered a private tutoring job for a wealthy family's daughter, at 5 times the normal wage. However, to his dismay, he discovers that the student he will be tutoring is none other than the girl he argued with earlier, Itsuki Nakano. Despite his attempts to make amends, Itsuki remains hostile towards him. But things get even more complicated when Uesugi discovers that Itsuki is actually one of 5 sisters, and he must also tutor the rest, Miku, Yutsuba, Nino, and Ichika. Despite their dislike for studying, Uesugi is determined to help them pass and graduate, in order to secure his family's financial future. Coming in at number 6 is Date A Live. 30 years ago, the Eurasian continent was devastated by a supermassive spatial quake, a phenomenon involving space vibrations of unknown origin, resulting in the deaths of over 150 million people. These quakes, since then, have been plaguing the world intermittently, albeit on a lighter scale. Shitu Itsuka is a seemingly average high school student who lives with his younger sister, Katori. But one day, when an imminent spatial quake threatens the safety of Tengu City, he rushes to save her, only to be caught in the resulting eruption. During the incident, he discovers a mysterious girl at its source, who is revealed to be a spirit, an otherworldly entity whose appearance triggers a spatial quake. Soon after, he becomes embroiled in a skirmish between the girl and the anti-spirit team, a ruthless strike force with the goal of annihilating spirits. However, there is a third party that believes in saving the spirits. Radadisker, which surprisingly is commanded by Shido's little sister. Katori forcibly recruits Shido after the clash, presenting to him an alternative method of dealing with the danger posed by the spirits, make them fall in love with him. Now, the fate of the world rests on his dating prowess, as he seeks out spirits in order to charm them, in the hopes of preventing any further destruction caused by their appearance. Along the way, Shido will have to navigate the complex and often dangerous world of the spirits, as well as the various factions vying for control over them. Number 5 on the list is The Pet Girl of Sakurasou. When Sarada Kanda, a second-year student at Sume High School, is forced to move into the school's notorious Sakura Hall dormitory, due to his good conscience and a litter of abandoned kittens, his life is turned upside down. Struggling to fit in with the eccentric and misfit residents, such as an animator, a playwright, a programmer, and a party-loving dorm manager, Sarada's friend Enami urges him to find new homes for the cats, so he can return to the regular dorms. However, Sarada's plans to leave Sakura Hall are challenged when Mashiro Shiina, a world-renowned artistic prodigy, transfers in and forms a close bond with him. As Sarada and Mashiro learn to embrace their quirks and support each other, they inspire change in the lives of those around them. Based on the light novel series of the same name, Sakurasou no Pet no Kanoho delves into the complex relationships between talent, hard work, romance, and friendship. Number 4 on the list is We Never Learn. Naruyuki Yuga is a hardworking and dedicated tutor who has devoted himself to helping his classmates Rizu Ogata, Fumino Furuhashi, and Yuruka Takimoto improve their test scores in their weakest subjects. Despite the progress they have made under his tutelage, the road to success is still long and winding, as the students have much to learn before they are fully prepared for their upcoming university exams. As the girls work tirelessly towards their academic goals, they begin to notice that their feelings for Yuga are growing stronger by the day. Unsuspecting of the affections of his students, Yuga remains focused on helping them achieve their dreams, adding to the dynamic of the group are Mafuyu Kurisu, a teacher with a background in figure skating and strong views on education and talent, and Asumi Kaminami, a graduate from Ichinas Academy, who hopes to attend a national medical university. With these two new additions, the group of 6 becomes even more lively and filled with hilarious moments, as they navigate the challenges of their final year of high school. Completely caught up in the hilarious antics and camaraderie of his new friends, Yuga finds that his last year of high school now includes much more than just going to class and studying. With the help of his dedicated students and newfound friends, Yuga discovers that the true value of education is not just about achieving academic success, but also about the relationships and experiences that come along with it. Coming in at number 3 we have Citrus. During her freshman year of high school, Yuzu Ahara's mother remarries, and she is forced to transfer to a new school. Yuzu, a fashionable socialite, sees this as an opportunity to make new friends and possibly even find love. Her dreams and style clash with the strict rules and conformist culture of her new all-girls school. Despite this, Yuzu manages to capture the attention of the student council president, Mei Ahara. On her first day, Mei aggressively confiscates Yuzu's phone, and Yuzu is left exhausted. To her surprise, Yuzu discovers that Mei is her new stepsister. Yuzu tries to be friendly with Mei, but is met with coldness. Frustrated, Yuzu teases Mei, but before she can finish her sentence Mei kisses her, and Yuzu struggles to break free. In the second spot, we have Rewrite. Kaoru Tanauji is a high school student living in Kazamatsuri, a city known for its lush greenery and strong Japanese culture, is not particularly interested in the city's values. He spends his time bothering his friend Haruhiko and pursuing his crush on Katori. However, Kaoru has a unique ability to rewrite any part of his body to increase his strength or speed, which leads him to become fascinated with the supernatural. When he meets Akane Senri, the sole member and president of the Occult Research Club, Kaoru becomes determined to revive the club. He enlists the help of Katori, along with 3 other students, Chihaya, Lucia, and Shizuru. As Kaoru delves deeper into the secrets of the occult club members through their adventures, he discovers that his fate may be one that only he can change. Coming in at number 1, And You Thought There Is Never a Girl Online. After mustering up the courage to propose to a girl in an online game, Hideki Ryujin Nishimura is devastated when she rejects him, revealing that she is actually an older man in real life. With his dreams crushed and his heart broken, Rujin decides to never trust another girl in an online game again. Years later, Rujin joins a guild with 3 other players, one of whom is a female avatar named Eiko. Eiko is deeply in love with Rujin and wants to marry him, despite the fact that he believes she may be a guy. Rujin agrees to the proposal, stating that Eiko's gender doesn't matter as long as she is cute in the game. However, after an offline meeting with the guild members, Rujin discovers that Eiko and the other members are not just girls, but also his schoolmates.